So today's practice is really very simple. Building on our past videos where we talked about the lift from the heel, so that when the heel lifts, the head lifts, that you have this connection of support running all the way from the foot up through the top of the head. You saw some of that in the previous videos and the connections in the foot and the kind of support you want to generate through the bones in the foot. Let's see what it looks like at the full length of the body. The practice is you can simply stand at the wall, put one foot behind the other. The hands are not heavy or leaning on the wall. They're simply placed there for a little bit of balance. And you're going to begin to lift the heel. And the aesthetic clue you're looking for is when the heel lifts, does the head lift? If there's a good connection, you'll feel it. The crown of the head will move towards the ceiling. If there's a not so good connection, the heel will lift in some way, but the head didn't really lift. The head just went forward and down. Let's see that again. Here's a better connection. Here's not so good. And there I introduced another way of doing it, which is that I bent the knee forward to lift the heel. And when people are walking quickly, you'll see this out in the street. Most people, as they're stepping forward, they move themselves forward by bending the back knee very early. And this essentially causes them to fall into the front leg. And it ruins that connection from the heel up all the way to the crown of the head. So here, when you're practicing slowly, you have time to clear that up. Instead of lifting the heel by bending the knee forward, you can keep the knee relatively straight so that you can practice and clarify the connection up through the leg. You can see that when it's good, the force from the ground is passed up and through the body as you step forward. And it does that from each and every point of the foot that you make contact with as you step. So that essentially the practice can be that each part of the foot that you use to propel yourself is part of this useful chain of support up through the top. And how long does that feeling pertain or obtain? It keeps going all the way until you have no more foot left to use. And you can practice it in the reverse too. As the heel goes back and down, my head comes back and down a little bit. As the heel lifts forward and up, my head goes forward and up. And just like in one of the past videos, another way of sensing what you're doing is through your contact of your hands with the wall. So you can make sure that you're not lifting the heel and falling into your hands. But instead, the hands remain light the entire time. There's no increase of pressure through my hands. And that's just so that I can keep the emphasis on this connection going longitudinally up through myself. So that's it.